downtown Charlotte and also in the backyard of Charlotte, but also NASCAR, Sunoco, TIAA, Lowe's, all of those individuals, or all those organizations. We are a Chamber of Commerce by most people would see us as a Chamber of Commerce because we do networking events, lunch and learns, but we also do a lot of other things. So we do job connection. We do nonprofit training. If you own a nonprofit or you are a leader of a nonprofit, we do a nonprofit boot camp twice a year. We do Mind Your Business boot camp, which is for gig workers and people that are solopreneurs that may do everything from photography to drag queens to entertainment to DJs. We also assist you with finding funding, whether it's through grants or low interest small business, minority small business loans. We also work with the city and the counties of our 90 counties that we're in to get them to help you as well. So plug in, connect with Abby or myself. There's no other board members in here today, but if you connect with either one of us, we can help navigate that with you. If you're not a member, how many people in here are members? So that's a lot. Talk to one of these individuals if you're not a member, on the left or right. You do not have to own a business, and you don't have to be gay to be a member of the chamber. 30% of our membership is straight ally. 56% of our membership is female, and about 47.5% is black and brown, and we have 8% veterans. So we're very diverse. Everyone is welcome to join the chamber. We will work with anyone. We want you to be members. If you're members, you get to come to Lunch and Learns every month at no cost. And if you come to a networking event, you get into that for free. You also get a free drink. So technically, we end up paying you to be a member. Membership is anywhere from $100 all the way to $750 a year, depending upon what size of company or what type of company it is, or if it's a nonprofit. Or you can just join as a professional if you just want to have access and be a part of what we do. Coming up next Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday, is our trans market called Kaleidoscope. So if you know any trans individuals that wants to have access to services such as makeup, hairstyling, clothing for jobs, resume building, access to healthcare, vaccines, all of that will be provided during the Kaleidoscope, and that is from noon, 11 to 3 at the Knight Stadium. If you're not trans and you want to close out the summer with us in a fun way, we're going to be at the Knight Stadium from 6:30 till 9 o'clock for our annual block party. So we're cooking out, we're going to have music, we're going to have entertainment, there will be games. And we'll be right in the main concourse of the Knight Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. So be sure you go to the website and sign up for those events. Coming up on December the 10th is our annual Thrive Gala and Award Ceremony. That's at the Revelry. 750 seats. They will sell out. And this year I'm betting they'll sell out before the end of November. So be sure you grab that while the early bird ticket special is on the website. And without further ado, I want to introduce you to the executive director of Mimosa Way. And what do you want your full name to be? Because I didn't get that before I came up. I don't want
Travis Barnes Rose.
Travis Barnes, okay.
Yes.
One of the things that I learned a few years ago about the ballroom scene in Charlotte, if you don't know anything about the ballroom scene, it is an art within the LGBTQ community, particularly people of color that are LGBTQ, and it's an art that Travis and others, some others in this room, are trying to keep alive and keep at the forefront. It's very important. So in addition to what he's going to help you with today, if you have time, talk to him about how you can sponsor and support Ballroom, because there's events throughout the year that they do. It's a way for your company to be highlighted to a segment of our community, but it's also a way to keep one of these artistic, valuable things in our community vibrant and living. Because a lot of times in Charlotte, we tear down old things and we build new things and we forget about the past. Ballroom is extremely important to our community, and it's one of the things that assists that segment of our community to have a voice and to express themselves and to be at the forefront of activism. And so be sure you tap him after this and talk to him about Ballroom and how your company can support that.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good afternoon at this point. So I'm Travis Barnes Roberson. I know you see Travis Barnes up there. I kind of go by two names. I got married now, I think, last year. So then now we're in that transitional period of name changes and all that. but now we're just trying to figure out how much we're gonna do that name change, licenses, bills, taxes. So we're like, we can just kind of just use certain names at this point, okay? So welcome to the innovative event planning lunch and learn, crafting unforgettable experiences, right? Young lady back here, you and I actually share the same title as a experience curator. So I love that, right? That's definitely a new title that a lot of people can really get behind, because right now within the space, a lot of people are moving out of just simple events, right? We think of a simple event, we think of a gala, birthday parties, retirement parties, like event plan, right? But you tell somebody I create experiences, you're like, well, what kind of experiences can you make for me and my people, right? Okay. So before we actually begin, I'm gonna do a quick moment of silence for the individuals that we lost on this day around 10 a.m. in New York City, New York, for 9/11, where we lost about 3,000 people. Thank you. Okay, so diving directly into it. I'm Travis Barnes Roach, this is my gorgeous husband Antonio. We got married March 4th at Myers Park Baptist Church. A beautiful wedding. I have to say so myself. My train was 25 feet. Yes, okay, we based it off of the royal wedding when Princess Diana got married. I mean, her train was 24.5, so I just add that 0.5. Right, so yes, so I definitely made sure I did something spectacular and fun. It was a small one, got a lot of fun. But a piece of my background, I have over 10 years now at this point in communication and event planning experience. I'm an Air Force veteran. I served right here at the 145th Airlift Wing in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you ever go to the airport, you'll see a big hangar that says Air Guard. That's where I was at. I raised my right hand straight out of high school in 2014. I was like, let's do it. Why not? My father was Army, mother was Navy. So they were like, you can't do those. So what are you going to do? And I'm like, definitely can't be Marine. So I said, let's go with Air Force. And Space Force wasn't a thing. So I felt kind of old when I kind of like a whole new branch got made. I was deployed to Kuwait. They put the flag up in our dive facility. I was like, Space Force, we're going to be a thing like back in my day with me. Currently, I am studying at Liberty University for my PhD in communications. I love to talk and do that communication stuff just that much. I got my master's from Queen's University of Charlotte, and then I attended a illustrious HBCU called Claflin University in Orangeburg, South Carolina, where I serve as Mr. Claflin University. I'm a chief curator of the Mimosa Way. We started the Mimosa Way because the problem that we were solving was really events and innovative events. How can we make events fun? I know all of us here have probably been like a boring corporate event or game, and you're like, this is just so boring, right? You're kind of scared to take a shot with a coworker. We believe you shouldn't be scared to do it because we do it all the time. Okay. Currently, also, I'm a professor at Central Piedmont Community College in the Communications Department, where I teach public speaking and intro to communications. I also assist with individuals who get their GED or their North Carolina Equivalency High School Diploma, and I teach social studies on that side. I'm a big history buff, so everybody wants to talk history or conspiracy theories, let me know, okay? I know that's the and. But I also am the co-chair for marketing communication at the Young Affiliates of the Mint, where we serve the Mint Museum as a whole, both locations, a cabinet full of drop, part of rain, one of my favorite places to be. And I'm also with the ballroom stuff, the Carolina Mother of the Carolina chapter of the House of Tell Bar. Right, so I've done a lot in my very old 28 years of living. Okay. JK, not that old. But so diving straight in. What is, not like to walk around y'all, so if I start walking, don't get nervous, okay? So, and also just listen to my voice, you do not have to look at it, okay? So what is innovative event planning? So this is pretty much my definition of it, but it can be thought of in many different ways, okay? Innovation is all about creativity. How can you make things fun for people, make people like personalized, right? We're not in the 70s, 80s, and little bits of the 90s where you just had a generalized event and it just was that event, right? People want to be catered to, okay? That's how you become innovative, right? If you go to an event, a simple name tag, you're like, ooh, this is fancy, my name is on something, right? That's that one small detail. And to think that somebody took the time out to print out every single one of those because they care about you just that much. So that's simply just my definition of it. But with stuff being innovative, some things will stick, some things will not. And that is okay. Okay, I've definitely experienced it. Okay. So what are some key concepts of innovative events? Creative themes and concepts. Technology integration, personalization, and unique venues. Start from the top creative themes. We all can get tired of themes, like, oh, we're gonna do a 70s themes, like, oh, again, the Pirates of the Caribbean theme, oh, and you know, it's not a Halloween thing, but being able to sit down and think of just themes that can really cater to an audience, right? And with those themes, they carry out throughout the entire event itself. So for example, for a ball at my house, for my chapter that we threw, was an Emerald City Kiki ball. Okay, it was done at QC Soundstage. It was based off the movie The Wiz. So we as a group, well, for specifically one person, watched the movie. He actually did not know about the movie at first. Right, not know about The Wiz. So that was the crazy part. So when I showed him, like, oh yeah, you know, person's like The Wizard of Oz. So I had ever seen The Wiz. He's like, what's that? Showed him. He watched like I promise you, watched it at my house of all things like 10 to 15 times. I'm waking up. You're at my house watching the movie again. One after again. Who literally? So that's first. And my dog is right on the couch looking like, well, yeah, it's like a 13th time watching it. But we used that theme, and he was able to bring it through the actual colors, the actual venue, graphics that are on the, I guess, the marquee or a big visual wall they have in the venue, placing up certain things. The element of the Wiz came to life. The categories and everything, it came to life. And people were like, this is really authentic, right? This is super, super authentic. And it's made me just kind of like, have that experience that they really wanted. Even down to the VIP tables, they weren't VIP standard. It was like Munchkin Land, Cities table, you know, all this, and they were like, oh, y'all really took the time out. Yeah, a lot of damn time. You ask me. Okay. Integration, how does technology play a part? Of course, streaming is one thing that a lot of people really enjoy. If somebody's not able to come to your event, streaming it, especially as a speaker, do it. Especially streaming, okay? Do it. It's a super, super easy, free medium that just be passed around. Hey, but also, I will always suggest in emails, send it last minute to something like, well, if I can't come to watch it live. Right, now as soon as the event starts, the speaker goes up, send that quick email like, hey, you can't, even if you're not here, we still want you to see so-and-so. Okay, boom. And that person who is speaking or whatever they're doing, they can also be able to share that to their network. Okay, personalization, personalize it that's where you can. But make sure it's still within your budget. I'm not saying that you want to hand out pens that every single pen has to have a different name on it. Don't do that. Now I would like that. That was super cool if you ask me. But you don't have to do that. Right? Well, sometimes personalization can even mean your email marketing, social media marketing. Replying back to a comment, sending out an email with the name. A lot of event platforms and email platforms, they have the option now where you just add it. Just like, they'll say personalization tab, they'll say first name. Okay? Hey Travis, don't forget, you know, this thing, early bird tickets are about to be gone. Do you want to pay $5 or do you want to pay $500? You let me know. Right? Now, of course, you put my name in the email, it definitely catches that eye of somebody. Like, well, this email that don't have my name on it. But if somebody owes me something, right? Or maybe it's a bill collector, you never know. Okay? Unique venues. Charlotte has a lot of super, super unique venues that are untapped. Right? You'll be very surprised at local bars that you go to, local places that you go to. They are looking to have events there at no cost to you. At no cost. At no cost. $0 and no cents. Right? You'd be so surprised. Just ask. A secret that I have learned over the years, I'm a super social person, especially when I have a couple of mimosas in my system. As I had a mimosa way, I'll simply ask, like, you know, what's a slow night that y'all have? And they're like, oh, you know, Wednesdays. We don't have a lot of people come. Well, Well, I'm talking about having an event here on Wednesday. They're like, well, it wouldn't hurt us, it wouldn't help us. Let's say nobody comes, doesn't hurt them, they would already slow. But if you bring people in there, they're like, well, we can make some money in this time, you know? But also you're being a connection, showing off that local business. For example, we'll be using, I'll have a QR code at the end of the PowerPoint. We're using Hot in Charlotte. Y'all know where that's at, downtown. We're throwing an event Friday night with them at 8 p.m. Right? It costs us. Like, hey, we just love to come. bring some people, turn some lights orange. They're like, well, we already have a DJ and everything. Oh, so what I pay for? They're like, nothing. What you pay for? Nothing. Nobody's paying for anything. We're just showing off a new space, a new people inside. Right? Certain events can be free. You gotta find a way to make it free for you. Okay. So next, the mag development in events. So this is what you see once again throughout entire events, or what certain things that you want to develop, right? So a clear theme. What is your theme? How you explain your theme? Do you want the dress code to be your theme? Okay, are you telling the story with your theme? Okay, think of all your events as a museum. Okay, when they have exhibitions, let's say you have a Warhol exhibition coming up, people may dress in the era of Warhol on below, or they might know so much about Warhol that they do kind of explain it. Okay, with certain things, people kind of come in the way that they, like, and also people who research news as well. Now we're going out to a local bar, I'm gonna have to wear a two-piece suit. I might wear jeans and a t-shirt. But if I go to a certain meeting that night, but you say, hey y'all, make sure y'all dress up in a kind of sort of formal. This is a little bit different. We're going to the bar. We're going to the bar. Okay, so this is a little bit different, right? People follow those things and you let them know up front. Because of course, even for me in my early days, I was kind of like, I say some things, when I come to the thing, that's not your job. Have you ever seen somebody come to an all-white party with all black, everybody's kind of like, you know it's all white party? That's what happens, right? Sometimes let the actual event itself play its part. You put enough work in, let the baby grow and do the same. People will know. Okay, I've thrown some events at the museum and also art event as well, where somebody kind of comes in a way that's not the best. Some people kind of be like, oh, well, what made you pick that? But it's because once you build that community around your event, people are going to want to protect that community. Right. They don't want to protect it. And they know that the work that you put in, your team put in for it, they want to make sure that's protected. So when that theme is kind of flowing through, people are probably sending you a bunch of emails. We think I should wear it. You check this out with majority of this I have had, I get blown up with email, text message, MySpace, Bebo, everything, AOL, BlackBerry Messenger. What should I wear? Hell, I don't know what I'm wearing. You pick this dress and this hairstyle with these earrings, these heels, but that's that personalization and stuff, right? People want that. Because also you say, well, the person who did even style me, it's like, oh, Travis styles me, style me too, girl. I'm like, well, I style about 45% on me. And that's why I'm not going to hairstyle, because I know what else to do. Right? And so when you have that storytelling piece and also that narrative that you have with your event or with your actual theme, everything can be based around that one thing. Okay, your emails, how you speak in emails, right? If it's a class or anything, you speak kind of class in your emails, right? If it is a little more, just come and hang out, drink with your buddies. That's how you speak, right? But that personalization is what people are looking for. Okay, so examples, I'm a big Met Gala fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. Every single year, I will, once that theme is released, I'll go research the theme. Once it's on, I had it playing on 4 TVs at my house from different live streams. One live stream is from the hotel that all the celebrities are coming out. One's the actual red carpet. One's the top of the red carpet. And there's probably someone below that's kind of live inside. I want to see it all. Okay, I want to see the exhibition early. But the reason why I came to adore it so much is because of the themes. Right? Andrew Bowden and Anna Wintour, they definitely take their time out to understand themes. Right? At first, you're kind of confused, like camp. Notes on fashion, kind of like, man, what do you mean by camp? Like, what is that? Like, what is camp? But then you see Lady Gaga come out like, oh, camp. That's what she means. Also realize that she changed 3 times on that one red carpet, right? Themes with details is okay, right? Especially if it's something that's formal. Themes are okay. So when you see certain events like this or people who have really in detail type themes, do your research. And it's okay to do that, okay? How does that theme speak to you? How? Okay, of course we all know a black tie event. Black tie, black suit, white shirt. Cool. Give me something else. What more can we do? I feel like everybody in this room might be dressed up in some way, shape, form, fashion, a little shimmer, a little something, a little roach or something, something cute, right? Be willing to do that for other people. Let them have their shine. Because what happens is, when they go on their social medias, Instagram, Twitter, well, now X, LinkedIn, people are going to ask, where did you go? Why was you so dressed up? They'll ask, oh, my friend Devin threw this event. Okay? A lot of my friends who came to events, they're like, usually on average, I have like 200 views on my story. Why am I at 800, 900? I'm like, well, your outfit's nice. But then you realize people are starting to go from people's stories. Everybody's starting to post at the same exact time. So 10 to 20, 30 people in your story, reels, whatever you want to say, are all posting on their stories at the same exact time. Like, damn, okay, I see her, I see him, I see him, I see him. But damn, where did y'all go? What are y'all doing? It's like, we're here. And they start dropping that link. But now people have FOMO. Damn, how did you not tell me about this? Who was this? Who was this? Da, 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 da. You'll cause your own traction and that community will grow easily and it's free to you. Okay, social media is free. The people who are coming are free billboards. That's what I always think of my friends as. I tell them, y'all are free billboards for the event. That's why I speak to y'all in such a corporate manner. Right? I'm like, yeah, make sure you use the hashtag on everything. Everything. Right? I don't care what it is. If you're posting on MySpace or some odd reason. Everything. Okay. Now, so those interactive experiences, has anybody done any live polling or Q&A stuff before at any events or been a part of it in some way? Okay, kind of sort of maybe you see it here and there. Some people say it's kind of outdated, but depending on the event, it happens a good bit. I had the opportunity to go to Phoenix, Arizona for the WNBA All-Star weekend, and there was a lot of live polling Q&A sessions. I'm like, why do these people have all these live pollings? What I came to realize that people like to be interactive. They like to move their hands, right? We live in a world that move your hands. That means you're doing something, right? We're not no more you just kind of sit your phone down, kind of sit there and listen to somebody. We want to be interactive. We want to do something. So if I'm asking you a question, or a speaker is asking you a question, you're able to answer, give your actual feedback, because you want to be heard. Your audience wants to be heard. If you're doing anything with live demonstrations, allow people to ask questions. And if you don't know the answer to the question, that's fine. You know, that shows that you're human. All products ain't perfect, okay? Hondas, I'm a big Honda fan. Baby, when something goes wrong with that Honda, you like, man. You know, but now, is it a long-lasting car? Yes. If I was to ask, a Honda salesman, do I have to do an oil change? And be like, yeah. But what if I don't get an oil change? What happens? But what if this part comes off? You're like, well, sir, it's still a car. You still got to do stuff to it. You still got to do maintenance on it, right? Be willing to be that actual person. VR and AR, if you have a space to do that, this is more for if anybody works like I can say real estate, or you're trying to show off a venue, that's kind of where the VR stuff can play in at. It's still new to the field of event planning because it's tough to kind of put goggles or something on people. 300 people in the same room, that's kind of tough. And sanitation thing, COVID, we don't want to go through that again. But you're able to show something. I've seen a lot of organizations, they'll use VR for like pre-event stuff. Like somebody has a VR capability, or even on Facebook, they have like the whole 3D thing now. You kind of like look at stuff internally. They're able to show off what the actual exhibitions will look like. So you kind of like, what is this going to look like when I walk in? Sure enough, you walk in like, damn, this is what I saw through Google Goggles. This is what I saw on Facebook. This is what I actually saw. It's consistent, okay? So anytime you're using anything that's interactive or even group discussions or anything, keep it interactive. But also, as the actual event planner and promoter, you want to talk to people, walk around, thank people for coming. I was sitting in the back, y'all was walking in, hey, welcome in, hey, how are y'all? Now, y'all probably didn't recognize my faces for a second. I was like, who is this boy back there? And then some of y'all kind of did a double take, like, hey, you're the guy that's on the flyer, right? Talk. Open your mouths. It's okay. They're not going to beat you up unless they don't like you. Now, I know at that point, that's up to you and them. Okay, I'll bully not at your event. Okay? So, have those conversations, and that's what also that interactive piece can play in that. Okay, so another piece is interactive workshops and breakout sessions if your event allows for it. I would not expect at a gala or a party that you have a breakout session. Right? I would not expect that. Interactive workshops. Now, this is a great gem that I learned, and I learned it early. So the first event that we threw as the most away was called the Sip and See. Okay, it was my husband and I were using his car a few years back, and randomly we love wine. So if anybody's heard of Douglas Vineyards, they have great wine. You like sweet wine, they have like different flavors and all that. So I was talking to my mom. If you know who the finance bar is, that's my mother. And we were just talking, it was like seafood, finance, wine. Da-da-da-da. I had me with also 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where someone was at before. And I was like, a sip and see. Let's have a financial workshop. Yeah, first we all kind of look at each other like, I don't know how that sounds. Okay. My Pisces mind starts to work. I get home, write it down. It ended up being a wine tasting, essentially all you can eat seafood, and a financial workshop as that all happened with somebody. Okay, sounds crazy, we sold out again. Okay, that's what interactive workshops can happen. Interactive workshops don't have to be something that's so, I'll use the term corporate or static. It can be something very simple. You know, everybody who enjoyed that moment were like, well, man, you know, I didn't expect how much we actually enjoyed this until I actually sat down, came to a beautiful vineyard. The wine tasting happened first. Of course, what does wine and alcohol make people do? Talk and ask questions. So now after the workshop, you know, people are like, well, what about this about my credit? What about this about my needs? What about this about budgeting? Making the workshop is making its way on, right? And people, we said, well, we're going to do that again. We were invited to do in Charleston, South Carolina, one of my favorite places in the world, where seafood runs rampant. Okay? Think actively. Anytime you think about actual workshops, or your events are kind of maybe you're sitting down a little more formal in some way, what kind of workshop can I do? It can be something small, something big, but be willing. Devin and I, we collab on some of the Kiki nights that are happening at Margarita, Charlotte, the first Tuesdays, or actually my last Tuesday coming up. And Deep Healthcare comes and talks about PrEP. Now, we're in a bar, of all places. People are taking shots, but people really enjoy that small workshop, that small conversation. They enjoy it, and it kind of builds the actual experience. We're all here to have fun. Let's talk about something that's serious. Let's have watch y'all champagne and everything. Y'all had great food. That's it. I say, why you register to vote? I was like, oh, well, yes, no, maybe so. It makes something so serious kind of fun. We're talking about finances and that fun. Right? Okay, so that was a story that I had that was a big success that we kind of was actually nervous about. Okay, and also the cost that we'll get into there as well. The gamification of it. Games you can play at certain events. There's like a little contest or something. The person who tweets something the most or invites the most people gets something at the end. That's okay. Okay. You see a lot of social media. You know, just like a quick little contest that might happen. Tag 3, 4 people. You can enter the win. Do that at events too. Just give people that personalized code for like, hey, you like you and your homegirls. Okay. We'll make sure y'all get free food at a Golden Corral. I don't know. Give them something. Right? give them something. Okay? Right? Because we get that builds that experience, and people don't mind, you know, saying they want something. Okay? When I did work at Ram a long time, when we had gay bingo, people want to win gay bingo. Right? And also sometimes sometimes the banks start competing who can donate the most money. Right? Okay, most might gave $100,000, Alan wants to get $200,000. American like 500,000, right? And somebody wants to win in certain cases. So use that competitive spirit, especially among a fundraiser, use it. Okay? Use that competitive spirit. Because people want to do it, especially if it's not their money. Yeah, I know I was with my mom's money in a hot minute just because. She has some charges right now, so that she knows something about. We'll get between us. She's watching a lot. She's like, check her account right now. Okay? So, social media integration. Who here is essentially on Instagram, Twitter, okay, LinkedIn? Okay, cool. Okay. So, integrate your social media the best way you can. Friends and family, they usually will automatically share it if you have the right people that will. Right? Devin and I can make a post about something that's going on. He'll share it, I'll share it. They tell people will share it just because it's us. You have a support system. I know sometimes in events we think like, who's going to support me in this? Well, you have people. And sometimes those people are not in your direct friend group. You might have talked to them in 3, 4, 5 years. But they're sharing and they'll let the world without. Okay? So creating engaging visual content, infographics, short videos, live demonstrations. Something that I love to do is showing people the actual venue. doing a walkthrough. People love to see venues. Why? I don't know. But they love seeing where they're going to be at. Okay, they're like, okay, I'm going to be right here. This first half, I'm going to be right here. Even for me, like, I'm like, okay, so if I get right here at the bar, but then where's the food going to be at? Okay, where's the closest bathroom? Okay, well, the DJ's going to be here, but where's my table going to be at? They'll start answering their own questions. Oh, they'll ask, like, hey, I saw on the video, there was this, that, and the third. Can you tell me more about it? Starting a conversation. Okay, those short videos, those infographics could be really just one of just, why are you having this event? What does this benefit? Okay, you coming to this fundraiser or coming to this live demonstration, how does this help me? I'm coming, that's cool, we have food and drinks, that's typical, we all know that. Who has been to an event that they had like literally no alcohol? Unless you're like under 21, that's a little bit different. Okay, adult events? Adult events?
Oh yeah.
That's new. I need some research on that. But I have, sometimes I once or twice I've been, I'm kind of like, okay. And you've been someplace that they're gonna have a DJ, or they're gonna have food. You're kind of like, oh, this is different. This guy, different type of class I know I had. Because I've been, someplace, I'm like, oh yeah, I have like wine. They're like, no, there's no alcohol here at all. So just sweet tea and lemonade. That's it. For 6 hours? Okay. Okay, I'll make it.
It's a dry wedding.
Oh, the dry wedding. Oh, now that I completely understand. My wedding wasn't dry.
Well, and that could be leveraged too, because it's becoming a little bit more popular, especially the LGBT community having sober events.
Absolutely.
And so that can actually be a marketing feature depending on how you spin it.
Yes. See, y'all always know these questions. And that's very true. I did Dry January myself, and understanding that there are certain brands that have I think I went to Optimus Hall, that bar that sits in the middle of those two staircases. Bill Sunday. Okay. And so I told the young lady I'm doing Dry January, my husband and I, like, just give us a sweet tea, I don't know. She's like, well, we have non-alcoholic tequila. I love tequila. Tell me more. And so she poured out, so this is great. And she's like, yeah, a lot of brands start moving towards that, so that is a great leverage. And also offering those options to people as well. Because some people do not drink, right? Leverage that. Post that on social media. It's just because you get on, we have a specialty cocktail that's non-alcoholic, that's a we were like, ooh. Usually those drinks are real classy. Yeah, it's real this in it. A flower that comes out, a flamethrower that's attached, and a button that comes with it. You're like, I don't want that drink just to have it. I want the button. I want the flamethrower. Okay, you use that. Okay, and thank you for y'all's points as well. Leverage influencers and partnerships. Majority of us have an influencer kind of within our realms in some way, shape, form, fashion that we're actually cool with, right? Just ask. Just ask. If you have the budget to pay them. Sometimes they won't. So what is their payout? It's a VIP ticket, free ticket, some type of promotion saying that they're going to be there. That's all sometimes what people are going to ask for. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Question on influencers. So what if you know the importance of influencers, but maybe you have people above your pay grade who are really skeptical about influencers, or don't understand how important they are, and they push back against using influencers. How do you bridge that conversation?
Thank you for that question. So how I bridge that conversation is kind of showing them that actual value of that influencer and just asking questions. And if the influencer has already done work before, so let's say I'm going to use New York Fashion Week. Okay, they're going to a Marc Jacobs show. Let's say Marc Jacobs is a nobody. Okay, Kim K comes. Okay, boom, that's going to be a sold out show. We won't be there. I mean, they want to be one of the malls at that point. Okay, but to that higher up person, like, okay, well, we don't want to use her. Well, we don't know how to do our influencers. Okay, well, let me show you what she did. You don't want that same result? Usually they kind of be like, I've dealt with that myself. It's kind of like, oh, damn, I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, because some people think influence, like, oh, they just going to just come out and not do anything. No, people will come out just to see a certain person. I'm not saying damn your event, but that person wants to come, they're going to come. Right, if somebody of a select, if Beyonce wants to come to one of my little events at my house, and we're having a cookout, guess what, B? Come on. I have a baby chair and everything. Whatever you need we got it, right? So that's how you leverage our company, just showing their work, and if you can, show it up front before you even ask or have that portfolio of something already set up. Because that's what I've gotten pushback from influencers or trying to get an influencer is, well, what's really their worth? Let me just slide across the desk and check your email. Per my last email, I attached the actual thing that you need. But thank you for your question. And for partnerships as well could be those local vendors, those local bars, just local anything, because they usually have an audience themselves. They already have a following. Okay, majority of us have probably heard of like the Warehouse. If you go there, you eat a lot. If you go to like Stir, Italia, they have an audience already. So they're letting you have a little event, a little quick something in the back, and let's say they share it on their social medias. You know, that's an audience. That's something that's new to you. Use it. Ask them, if y'all not posting on your socials, please. They'll probably be like, well, I see why not. Y'all be doing stuff, you might as well. If they don't already naturally do it. Leverage those people. Yes, ma'am.
Another question. So how do you convert social media engagement to people actually showing up to a place and engaging and making purchases? We had one of our businesses had amazing social media engagement, but they were like, guys, it's tough getting people to actually physically come in, especially at the times that you want them to come in.
So how that happens, you almost have to cause a FOMO to people. And it's easier said than done because you have phenomenal social media engagement. But you have people that are like, well, schedules comes up, things come up. We always have to stay on top of mind. So that's usually like emails or a countdown or just constant communication with them or follow-ups. Like I believe Durag Fest was very good with that. Like if you use like any type of email marketing or text message marketing, it's like every week it was something. Almost every, if not every other day, it's something. Hey, go to this link to see how the venue will look. Go see who's our top sponsor. So people are like, oh, I do have to go to this, I do have to go to this, I do have to go to this, I do have to go to this. Because we all have busy schedules. I myself, you don't remind me, Travis, will forget. I will forget. But for certain events, people, if it's not at the top of their mind, and then when they see the pictures and videos, they're like, oh, damn. So I say constant communication. Give them that personalized one-on-one. I really want you to come. That's how I start feeling like, I really want you to come and show up for this live demonstration. I really want you to come to this actual event. Because also if it's free or low cost, it's only $5. Only $5. It's free. You're not losing nothing. And more than likely, you're going to pregame and postgame after. So that's how you bridge that gap when converting that social media engagement to actual people or chairs, busing chairs. If that answered your question. Okay. And also create an interactive hashtag campaign. Hashtags are kind of dead for my social media people. You know about social marketing, of course. Hashtags are a thing, but keep them. Because that is a small brand in itself that people carry a lot still. They don't hashtag, of course, away, but for certain events, it was the hashtag LGBT Chamber Conference. Okay? So if I know that if I click this hashtag, I will see everybody that was there. It's like your own audio book, your own book of just things. You save all the pictures, you'll be surprised when people, they'll throw it in there. You know their stories. I always say, just use the hashtag. You're like, Travis, you know hashtags, just use it. So I can save the clip for later. Use it so I can get your pictures later. So then we know now we start telling them like, oh, it's gonna be in the morning, it's gonna be in the emails. I'm like, oh, you want to post me an email? Heck yeah. You're not posting an email. Okay? Still use it. And it keeps everything interactive. Also, usually people are starting to use hashtags just short ways of speaking about the event. So let's say you have this long title, okay, for an event, but it's by the Chamber of Commerce. You'll say the Chamber Night Out. Boom. So people are like, oh, some girl, I go to the Chamber Night Out. What you doing? Now it could be the LGBT Carolina Chamber of Commerce Night Out at it's only the night out for people. Okay? That's what they'll label it as. So keep it short and sweet and easy to say. People always go with it. Okay? Sustainability. Who believes in sustainability? Going green in some way, shape, form, fashion? It's okay.
You said yes.
Right. Say you are okay. What was your question?
Are you saying who is, or what are you saying?
Like, who's into sustainability? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, recycling and stuff, thrifting. Okay, boom, all of it, right? So, also, y'all, for this PowerPoint, y'all get a copy of a PDF version of it in your emails. I'll make sure that y'all get that. I know it's a lot of words. But sustainability and actual event planning, it happens a lot easier than what you actually think. And usually, a lot of things are starting to convert to it. Okay, have you ever walked into an event when you walk to the bathroom and the light cuts on automatically? Sustainability. Okay, sustainability. Okay, you press the button, the water runs for a half a second, it's gone. You gotta press it all 6 times. Yeah, sustainability. right? You're like, "Damn, you really can't, get off." Have you ever had the wooden forks or wooden spoons?
Oh,
Just like
paper straw.
paper straw. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I hate a paper straw. That's always been there. I ain't gonna lie. Right, sustainability. So choosing those eco-friendly venues and vendors as well, it's really easy, honestly. And usually 9 times out of 10, going green sometimes means a little bit cheaper as well. So they already have those things in place. And just want to just ask, like, well, what do y'all do? In terms of like venue, like, what's y'all's energy efficient? Like, what do y'all do? Oh, well, the lights cut off, we walk out. They're like, okay, cool. That's kind of a good thing on your part. That's a green flag for a lot of people. You'd be surprised how many people are like, well, Travis, like, I've been asked anything like, well, how do you keep this sustainable? I mean, I have like buying money. They're like, no, I'm not the environment. I'm like, oh, well, the cars and trucks that came in today were all electric. The lights cut off by itself. The vendor that we use is using biodegradable products. They're like, oh, wow, that's super cool. Now, my vendor been at told me they would never put off of that. Now, the selling point, sell. Right. With that personalization, I've always said part of this entire PowerPoint is that people want that stuff it feels personalized. Like you still care about the family. You still care about my future generation of kids. Okay. Implementing waste reduction strategies or systems. Throwing away stuff, people do that anyways, right? We know that 9 times out of 10, you get somebody a pamphlet, they're gonna throw it away. Okay? Don't print out pamphlets. Send an email or a text message, a PDF, save paper, that's what save trees. Charlotte's gonna come down and put that up in the apartment over anyways, right? Let's say, okay? Sustainable transportation and accessibility. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I'll let you finish.
Okay. Promote carpooling if you can. Right, promote. Right. Because sometimes you'll see with a lot of friends, or if you do it as a group, y'all will kind of wait for the other person to come anyways. Okay, so we going together downtown to the men. Wait, what time you going? Okay, I'm gonna go at 8. Okay, I'm gonna go at 2. Okay, we gonna ride together? Okay, but she going at 8 too. She going, okay, well, we might just rent a small van at this point, right? Let's all go together. Okay, promote that. Everybody go together. Or even sometimes we such places that people can go together, drop their cars off, and then you go to one location together. I've done it before. Okay, people love that. It's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for suggesting so for us to park our cars, what's the kind of meet one of them. I'm like, what did I tell you? Oh, I did tell you that. I'm like, oh yeah, I did put that in the email. I'm like, okay, no problem. And I'm like, my car is probably at home. I'm probably to live up here, okay? And also, especially if you do have alcohol there, please, like I say, support, Lyft, Uber, all those types of ride share apps. So, of course, we can safely. What was your question?
Oh, I'm sorry, my husband's texting me. Is this where you can put stuff for, like medical safety, like masks?
Absolutely.
Is that like,
Yes,
is that a you can throw?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So, for COVID restrictions that are still there, yes, masks and everything, because all my events, I still have masks present.
Yeah.
I ask people if you want to have a temp check, like on them personally. Some people want to know how hot they are. Sometimes that as well. So please keep your hand sanitizer, keep all that stuff present, because people still do appreciate it. For specific events, the small packets of hand sanitizer, you can get your hands on, absolutely.
Okay.
And thanks for your question. It's my pleasure. Budgeting.
I had a quick question.
Oh, yes.
Sorry. So I work with event planners to create like the physical products for the event, T-shirts for the volunteers to wear, etc. And so for annual events, I try to convince folks to leave the year off so that they can use it time and time again.
Absolutely.
Do you find that works, or that folks get confused if the date is missing?
No, it works well, very, very well. 1, for budgeting, and 2, just as a whole. It's kind of a consistent form of marketing that people know that volunteer shirts, we know that they're going to look like this. We know what volunteer looks like. And leading off that year, to be honest, who cares about the year? That's all that, right? I mean, unless you're like one of those people who want to keep the t-shirts like, okay, I'm back in 2001, I volunteered. In 2002, I also volunteered too. That's a nice shirt. So great job on already noticing that and understanding that. A lot of physical things that we have at events that can have no year on, just a logo for events and backdrops. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Right. That's definitely a way to cut. Like you have a great I can say like a go-to box or go sort of all things. Rain has definitely been phenomenal at it. Where it's one box or a couple boxes that we have to ask everything that we know that we need. and people use it the same way as Instagram. And people get right in front of that backdrop again 10 years later and be like, click, 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 click. Now you don't realize the same thing from 10 years ago, but if you buy great quality, that quality is going to last. Watch it. Okay. And who wants 15 backdrops in their garage all day, right? Okay. Well, thank you for that as well. Okay, so budgeting, the tough part. That's usually how I am with my mom. She helps me budget for the events. I'm like, oh Lord, if I blow another one, I'm going to put another budget. She's like, no, you're not. Not this time, you're not. Okay, define your clear objectives. What are you trying to do? You trying to make money, or are you trying to showcase something? Okay, what is it? Okay, itemize your costs. So if you are buying a new banner or t-shirts or everything, what is that number? What is that exact down to the penny number? Well, they quoted me, Travis, at $2,000. Okay, is that everything? Is that with tax, without tax? Oh, we don't at least kind of say it might be. No. What you're telling me is I need a final number for my budget. Okay, because what happens is you get there, you say $2,000, now you're paying $2,200. How'd that happen? You didn't ask. Ask. It's okay. If you know, if you are already using a consistent vendor, just consistently use that one vendor. If they're, especially if they do great work. Okay, so I'm gonna cut your deal. You know the exact number that if I get these volunteer t-shirts, okay, I know it's gonna cost $1,000. I know that next year when I go back, it's gonna be $1,000 again. Or inflation, 11 or something, but you know at least what the budget for. Okay. Embrace sponsors and partnerships. Okay. At times, it's not always financial. Okay. For our Cantu was a sponsor. Okay. What she donated was a bunch of Cantu dollars because Cantu was changing their formula. Okay, so she's like, well, we need to get this out. She sent me that box, y'all. I had two, and the box was small. But I saw the FedEx guy kind of like struggling. I'm like, my small box of this man, hell man. Puts it down, my dog's barking, he gets up, he slams it down. He's like, there was a little more lighter. He's not gonna put it down. What's in there? I said, I had to drag it, so I opened it, it's all the small packs like conditioner, shampoo. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, hey, why'd y'all say so much? She said, well, we're trying this new marketing thing where we have our new formula and we're trying to let people know that's something new. A lot of companies, when they're moving, they're shifting it away, they'll just send you stuff. Please take it, go. Yes, we're new, we're trying to do this, take it, go. And also ask your sponsors for potential partnerships, what are your goals? What are your goals for 2024? Well, my goal is we want to talk more about this service, or okay, well, do you have any marketing material that's based around that we can add? Now, they are using the financial, okay, they already give you the $1,000 for an event. That's cool. You already told that people on the flyer, t-shirts, event stuff. But you add an extra bonus of, well, can you see some of that marketing material? Like, usually you have a confused face like, oh, really? Like you want some of the material? Yeah, we put in the gift bags, as people are leaving out, put it on the tables. You're like, oh, wow. That added bonus. That personalized thing just for the sponsors and partners, right? Us working with Hop, and I'm like, hey, so I'm going to tag y'all on everything that I post on Instagram. Usually we'll just post a flyer, and not tag the venue, tag your venues. Tag them. Thank them. That's a thank you. That's a constant thank you. And they'll share on their platforms. The DJ who's DJing, we know each other personally, he shared it. Food vendor, they shared it, right? Use all that in there, because that becomes free marketing. And you don't have to spend as much on it, okay? Because you're now allowing a new audience, and you are embracing that sponsor, that partner. Okay? Your contingency fund. Okay, have you ever kind of accidentally went over the budget, but your budget went over the budget and you crunched the numbers at the very end? Yeah, we all kind of did that some way. I know I've done it too many times. Okay, but I had to learn about contingency funds. I know the budget is $5K, let me have about 6-7K. Just in case. Because what happens is, something the day of might cost a little something, an accident might happen. Event insurance is also a great thing to have. Have that money kind of on standby. Okay, that's easy for you to access because you will run into issues. Things will happen. All events, I have a little extra money that's always accounted for. Nobody knows what to do. But of course, we're like, oh, let's open a bar. Let's all drink off your dime. No, that's not meant for that. That's not meant for that. But you have some disclosed assets. I ran into an issue with one venue where randomly they we had a caterer come, and so they're about to serve food, and I get hit with, are they serve safe? Who? Now, the Air Force, I know about serve safe like certification, so I'm like, who? The catering company. They serve food. I mean, I don't know. Like, I didn't ask for a certification. Well, if you want to, this is the day of the event, y'all. Like, people are kind of slowly walking in. Well, they have to be served safe to even touch the food. Okay. Okay. So we I went to the caterer. I was like, hey, so they need somebody to serve safe. They have a little payment tag themselves. Look, the person that serves safe, you have to give them like X amount of dollars. Ha ha ha! Because he's fun. Here's your extra $300 or $400 to get this person here right now to do stuff with this food. Okay? Mistakes are gonna happen. These are gonna pop up. The way that you keep cool is that don't let nobody know what you're panicking, but just kind of like, okay. And the first question you ask when the issue comes up, so the first thing you want to do is probably call one of your friends like, can you believe this? Right? But the first thing is you ask, so what's the solution? What do you need to make this go? What do you need? Oh, we need to do that. Okay, let's do that. You need a little more money? You need like $100, $100, like that? Well, yeah, let's take. Okay, here you go. You got 15 minutes. When I come back, I'll hope it's done. Okay? Be that person. It's okay, especially when it comes to your budget. Okay? I've had that look once again. I've had that look at that gift many times before with leaders. Like, oh, you know about something else? So if I had extra work today, that wasn't in the quote, then I didn't pay today. I'm like, venue selection. Location. Okay? Charlotte, we have, like I said, phenomenal venues. They have trash location. Trash parking. Right? Trash. Horrible. Right? Some of us know about the new Scorpios or now RZP. If somebody can tell me where to park, let me know. Because you're parking in a residential neighborhood, right? There's nowhere to park. Okay? Keep that in mind. Because think of it as yourself. When you're coming to your own event, what would you do? Right? Drive to your venue. You might let yourself go into there 5-6 times. But think of it. If I go to this venue, okay, where do I park first? I feel like I'll park over here. If that venue is having events that are open to the public, go. Let's see where other people are. Do your research. Right? That's called research. Now, you might have a extra fun with your research, but do it. Because you know how that place works, you know how their staff works, you know how their staff is. A lot of things before I even choose them, I even go at least 2 or 3 times. And one time with a ginormous group. Let me see how fast your people can keep up with anybody. Test them out. Be that secret shopper. They don't know that you're doing it, but when you get in, you're not new to the game. We had a conversation. They be like, oh, well, you can do this, you can do this. Oh, we already do that. I said, you remember when you had last week that karaoke night? I came. And I really enjoyed your bartenders. But also, you went 3-4 times. And you met that one group bartender. Okay? You can say, well, I did have one night, that person I prefer to work the bar that night. If they want the money, they'll be like, oh, okay, shit, why don't schedule it? Cool, right? If you go with someone that has security, how does your security interact with people, especially of the legitimate quality community? How do you interact with us? Right? I'm a very slim 130 guy, like wearing shorts and stuff. I gotta turn my mask aside when I can, but I'm having fun, pat me down. How do you feel about that? Okay? How do you interact with you? How do you interact with your friends? Okay? They say little snide comments, they do little weird stuff, they back down a little too hard, like, baby, I'm just sorry, guys, I'm dressed on my brother. I can have nothing like that. I got my phone in my hand, okay? Go there, okay? The capacity to layout, ask that number in advance, with or without tables. And especially with certain table setups, if they have that, if you need tables. Hey, what's your capacity? Our capacity is 200 people. Okay. What's the 2 and what's the 3? What do you mean by that? Oh, yeah, our tables down is this much. Okay, well, if the tables are down, how can I move around that? Show what a table looks like. Okay, I always do site visits. Once we kind of get into a contract or anything, conduct a site visit. Right? You got to open a little early, conduct that site visit. Okay, so you know how you can interact. Bring a friend, bring 2, 3 friends. If you have a team of people, bring them. Because everybody has a respect when it comes to events. If I come with you, I'm asking a lot of questions. If You know, I'm gonna be about 45 minutes. I have what's on everything. What's your fire exits? How many fire exits do you have? How many bathrooms do you have? Are you up to code on all your stuff? I don't know if fire marshal here when you remind me to shut something down. I've had one of my friends who also events happen to him. Fire marshals felt the need to come there. Shut down the whole event. Lost the funds, lost the money, he made it, man, lost it. Okay? Correct. Insurance. Facilities and amenities. Ask in advance all the amenities that they have. Okay? Certain things come with everything all at once, and you just don't know it, so simply ask. Like, hey, some with lighting. We don't have lighting including the cost. Oh, I didn't know that. Chairs and tables and chairs, are those included? Yes, those are also included. The bar is included, that's also included. That comes with it. Ask all those questions and mark every single box that you need. Usually they have a sheet where they say all the amenities that you need. Mark every single one that you need. If you're paying, every single thing you got. If you have a bathroom attendant, I want them in there too. The skills, the loan, and everything. I want them all. Just because, you know, I may not need it, but just because, right? Get your house working. And also Wi-Fi as well. Make sure if you have a DJ coming, Wi-Fi. Please make sure you have that. Okay, collaboration with your actual vendors. As you're collaborating with vendors, open communication and transparency. Define the roles and responsibilities clearly. Have those one-on-one talks with your vendors. What do you want? And what do they want? Majority of the time they want to be paid, okay? You know that. Okay, I know you want X amount of dollars down to the penny. Okay, it's $562.89. Great. But what your responsibility, if you come to my event, is for food, is this, and this. I do expect y'all to serve up until the last minute of the event or an hour before. Bartenders, I expect you to do this. DJ, we have already discussed music. Yes. Be that boss. Okay. You don't have to be bossy and rude. Let's say what needs to be said.
I had more like of a comment with the vendor, and I think it just kind of piggyback, like when you ask the venue, one, does your vendors require insurance, and do they need survey? Ask that up front, so make sure that you're choosing the right vendors that do have those requirements and save you some headache.
Yes. Ask about their business. If they are somebody that, if it's not the owner of the venue, if it's like their big man, they should know these things, right? They should know. If they don't know none of it, I might switch the other thing to y'all. Okay? You with vendors, are y'all serve safe? What is that? You're a caterer, you don't know what serve safe is? Now, me as a common person, you gotta know what that is. Now, serve safe, you know, if anyone knows about catering, go on there. You know, usually you see like their names or something on board. That means that they know the right temperature for meat, what it should be, what you should not do. The bleach should not be beside the chicken. Type of thing, right? You know, that type of thing, right? So they should know that. Okay. With vendors, like with music, if it is a child-friendly event, you might want more cleaner music. Now, it can be, you know, a little something, but not too much. Okay? Right? Communicate that. Define what their job is. I know what I'm paying you for, but what is your job? Okay? I'm paying you to do these things. You know what type of music? If I'm having a rodeo, I don't think you'll play R&B music in Summer Walker. I don't think you'll do that. You know, for rodeo, okay? Define it, because you'll be very surprised. Even me going through certain things, I'll kind of walk and be like, you know, like, what is this? Right? The lighting person, you put the lighting in the bathroom, not on the floor. Oh, well, we know where to put it. The bathroom. Right? Define that stuff. Tell them what you mean, as if they're 5-year-olds. Okay? Of course, some might kind of, like, I'll say feel offended, but they'll understand why. If that actually means a lot to you to work with vendors and y'all collaborating with each other. You want to look good, I want to look good, we all want to look good. Because what's going to happen is, if the food isn't good, the music isn't good, the lighting isn't good, the 360 booth isn't great, someone's going to ask, well, who was the vendor? Now, what happens is, nobody wants to use that thing anymore. Oh, just show one event. Event plans, we talk a lot. Yeah, I saw what you used so how did that go? Don't do it. I'm girl, every time. It was like, girl, what happened? Let's go out to lunch. You know, they'll tell you the stories. And you're like, And you say, that is the person that emailed you back. Don't do it. Okay? Right. So have this conversation. Also, be willing to ask other people that you know who have used those videos. How was your experience? If something that's really good, they'll let you know. For me, I think I say margarita. People always go, how is it working with margarita? Phenomenal. Now you want to go there and go margarita, right? People want to go where it's a comfort level. You don't see too many people try too many new things with too many new people. But it's something small. Like we start with just 5 people to cook out. Let's see how you cater this to them. Okay, the food's good for 5. Let's try 10. Okay, now we work to that 200. That lighting person, that staging person, an MC, a host. I've seen them do it a couple times. Let me just be around them or something. We have a conversation with them. You know, hey, I have this event. What's your thoughts on it? Okay, ask those questions. Okay, engaging in attendees pre-event, countdowns and surveys. Surveys can be, what are you looking forward towards? Okay, if you have an event where you are serving food, fish or chicken. Okay, right? Ask those questions. The countdowns, that keeps people engaged. Okay, I know I got 30 days. I know I got 15 days. Okay, I got 100 days. I got 365 days. Right? Keep them excited. Keep them engaged. Okay? Because usually after a while, we'll be like, okay, I need to order my dress on the 30th day. I order my outfit. They'll start to people do it. I have my friends like, hey, I know your 30-day post going out. I ain't ordering my heels, right? Yes. I need my hotel on the 15th day. Yes. Okay? Everyone's got it. But also, if you are doing emails or text messages, hey, y'all, this is a perfect opportunity to go ahead and book y'all's hotels. No. Be that kind of personal assistant to them through email marketing and text messages. Now, unless you want to text somebody personally, you can do that, but you don't have to do that. For me, all my emails, there's a countdown or some announcement, I'm adding something to it. Hey, y'all, here are the parking locations. This is how much parking is in this area. This is where the free parking is. Okay? Hotels. These are hotels in the area. Hey, so excited for you to come. I know you're staying for the weekend. You're going to brunch on Saturday. Hey, the West End Great Hotel. Now, if you have a budget for that, we can take you to the Holiday Inn. Whichever one you want to do. We got plenty. Thank you. Okay, so that real-time engagement, interactive workshops with real-time collaboration tools. Okay, like I said, live polling, social integration, all that. Real-time is data show. Okay, real-time also means, like I said before, talk to people. Okay, make sure that they're posting, make sure they're story posting, make sure they're doing all that. Take it with your friends. Okay, everybody turns to the paparazzi for one another. Okay, do that. So here's some trends. There's a picture. There's some trends that are happening within event planning. You see a lot of hybrid and virtual stuff. COVID showed a lot of people how you can have fun virtually. Okay, sustainability and eco-conscious planning that happens, and of course personalization through technology. Talk to one another. Okay, of course, like we said, experience design and immersive engagement. You'll see a lot of that starting to kind of play a part because people kind of want to play more. You know, people want to do. Adults are kind of big kids. Right? You ever been to like a convention or something, or a convention where convention, let's say like anime, they have like put some goggles on and kind of act like you're in the show itself. You're like, oh, this is cool. It's probably never happened in real life, but I'm really enjoying it. For my sports fans, when I went to the NBA All-Star weekend, they had that like kind of like act like you're playing one of the players. Oh my God, I can dunk on Angel Reese? Absolutely. Let's do it. Okay? Right? She's standing right there. It could never happen in real life, but why not? Okay. Accessibility. Make sure all your events are accessible to everybody, right? Foster a culture of inclusion and respect, okay? Inclusion and respect. Even down to your attendees. We have seen people who may not act the worst or the best at certain events, okay? I cannot kick you out, but I don't think that you should, okay? That's okay. But make sure you still keep it diverse and have a different perspective of people in the room. That causes networking, one, and good networking. We've had a few build lifelong friendships, from our events, along people who got married. Came to one event, they still didn't got married. Fell in love. I don't know how that happened, but next thing I get away, nobody get by 6, 7, 8 months later. But it happens, right? Foster that. Offer those inclusive and adaptive event experiences. If you know somebody is disabled in some way, or excuse me, actually correction, physically challenged in some way, if you need a ramp or anything, find that accessibility. Okay, it's okay to ask them. And you get these, like, how does that work for y'all? They have plans in place for that, okay? We want to use those plans. Let them know, like, hey, friend, I know you want to come. Like, my husband, his grandmother came to the bar after, and she first went to be in a wheelchair, right? So I'm like, oh, well, she went to the bar hanging out, she was drinking nothing. No. But we made sure, I asked my guy, I was like, hey, we have, somebody that's older come in, okay, hey, you want to, kind of, not secluded area, but kind of like this part of the setting safe area for her, we can hang out and still get to be social and everything, right? We don't want to get hurt. Okay, crisis management, your contingency plan. Everybody's heard of a rain plan. Use it if you need to. Before those mock drills, could be, okay, hey, catering is 30 minutes late. Traffic is bad, cars are flipped over line, right? Boom. We didn't know a presidential candidate was coming through the city, and now they closed down 6 highways. What are we gonna do? Okay, I'll tell my vendors, hey, just because the traffic is bad, instead of the highway 6 out, try harder. That's how you get here. A little bit faster. So this road, I'll tell you, okay? Anytime issues come, fire, sprinklers, anything, think of the worst of the worst that happened in your event. If a bear came through your event, what are you going to do? Okay? I have that up at the very bottom. I'm going to run this screen. That's all I have. Okay? I'm out of here. Okay? And also develop those backup strategies. Create alternative plans for each identified risk. Create it. Okay? So if you have an outside event, have that rain plan. The tent would be 30 minutes. Because you know somebody who's like, hey, it's raining on my side of town. That rain's going to be your way. If you know it takes about 30 minutes before you come and set up your tent, throw it up. You have an hour and a half. Put it up there now. If the rain can stop, it stops. That's fine. We'll just get the tent up. Let's keep why not? We'll tent party. Right? So we all talk about this a little bit with marketing your events. Joint sponsorships and contests, we already kind of ran through that. But market your event, don't be that person who's scared of social media. Like, I don't want to market my event. Well, Chad, you got to. If you want to come to the lunch line, you got to tell people about it. Us just want to hang out. We can't have anything else to do. Build that community. So, building a community around your event. Those are your protectors. Your friends, your family, your actual constituents, everything. They want to protect your brand. They want to protect you. But also be patient. Be a patient man. Take your time. It happens. It builds. Brick by brick, y'all. We're going to get there. Right? To think that the event got started in the basement of the actual Metropolitan Museum. That's where it started. There's a cute little function, kind of like this. We just kind of came on down, donated money, and now it turned into this ginormous brand in itself. It takes time. Brick by brick. We all talk about leveraging those sponsorships. Is anyone going to contact a sponsor to kind of get something out of them? Kind of? Yes, ma'am.
We just put on the responsible rights. We had sponsors from both businesses and local officials. So we did we funded it fully.
Amen. Word.
I do have a question. So I have a background in nonprofit, and I feel like sponsoring for nonprofit versus sponsoring for like a business, like what are the different avenues that you do? Like what's appropriate for a business might not be appropriate for nonprofit or vice versa?
Really? They can kind of work in the same, it just depends on the sponsorship. For nonprofit, it's usually money, right? 9 times out of 10. But the packaging and how you present it is really exciting, right? I've worked in the nonprofit space myself a little bit, and the same pitch I've given to local businesses to donate, and the same pitch I've given them just to donate to my events or to sponsor in some shape or fashion. So the same thing is just more for nonprofit. What's your nonprofit doing? Okay, Rain wants to end the stigma around HIV. Okay, that's what they're doing. Okay, now if you're having just a personal girls' night at a local wine shop, okay, for your business, it brings them a lot. It brings you another audience. How Chad said at the beginning, Travis events, ballroom stuff, it brings you a new audience. Okay, so just how you package and how you talk to them about it.
Okay. And I have an additional question. Sorry. What would you say is the appropriate time to start reaching out to sponsors? Like, say your event is in December, when would you start looking for sponsors?
I would always say when you have your date, time, and location already picked, start. Immediately start. When we had our ball was in October 21st, but we started doing stuff like in January, in December. Oh, sorry. So network opportunities, network at all your events, open your mouth and talk about it.
I would add to what she's saying that as soon as your event's over, the day after, rebook that sponsor for the next year.
Absolutely. And if that sponsor is there, meet them, thank them. Rain was one of our sponsors for the ball, and we told them they had like VIPC. I walked them to their seats. Like, hey, you can sit your lunch, y'all's row. It's something small about transit. You do all that. you do what you don't, but it shows them that you care. Like if the chamber is donating $500, and I say, well, Chad, we're cool, but still, thank you for being that person. Thank you for being that person for me. Okay, it's okay, and especially if y'all friends, why not? Right. And also for networking, let's talk. Open your mouth. Tell me what you talk to certain other people. If I know Devin, and I know that she works in our office, so if you talk to her, I want to introduce you. Right, networking. Sometimes people will use your events as a hub to talk. Let them use it. Bring the right people in the room. Why not? Okay, it helps out a lot. And also, that will tell him to also come to the next thing, like, hey, I'm at so-and-so at Travis event, you should come. I'm at so-and-so at Travis event, you should come. Next thing you know, you have people that you've never met before. And now somebody is introducing you to somebody. It's like, well, hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm the CEO of Patron. Oh, well, you have an extra case in your car? You know? But you're able to make that connection, okay? Well, if it's somebody that works in nonprofit space, well, how can the most way support you? Like, what's y'all's social media, okay? If they ever ask, say, hey, friend, I have somebody I want you to meet them. And we open the talk, okay? Some marketing tactics, we already talked about the immersive experience with personal engagement, interactive booths. You get that 360 booth with any trade show people in here. Let's speed up, y'all. We all get all the information as well. Continuous feedback. People always want to talk. Let people give you feedback. Okay. Gotta take pictures of this and tools and softwares for event planning. These are great platforms. I have either worked with somebody that worked with them or I've done it myself. I see all this information that people here. Posh is a great one that people use right now. I saw the texting stuff. Posh is great for that. When people sign up, they'll get their ticket on their phone, but also you're able to text them directly from the app to them. So we're like, hey, we're delayed or something, they'll send a text message out automatically. Well, creativity, be creative for all your events. Don't make it boring with look at this once a time. I have awesome great things. Company goals, you have an organization. Make sure it all aligns. Do your SMART goals. Everybody knows about the SMART goals, specific, competitive, attainable. Do that through your event. And a lot of stuff y'all already know, that's why we have a great conversation today. Legal and ethical considerations, keep it ethical. Keep it legal. Know your legal laws, especially for North Carolina. Okay, I had to newly learn, if you have a liquor sponsor, they have to send the liquor to Raleigh, but then they have to still make a liquor order from Raleigh. But then the company has to say, hey, this is going to them. Don't be that person with liquor dropped off. If somebody comes in, it's a deal. Prioritize privacy and data protection. Don't steal people's email, get email just to do stuff with it. That's not that. Okay, protect your intellectual property and branding. Okay. Trademarks and all that. That's all. It's not very powerful. Okay. I'll make sure y'all get this. I know my time is up. I gotta go. But engaging millennials and Gen Z, kind of the same, but transparency and use social media favorably. Okay, Facebook, obviously for the older folks, people are still using Facebook. Of course, Instagram for the younger ones. I still use Facebook, I'm sure.
We're gonna get a copy of this, right?
Right, huh?
We'll get a copy.
Yes. Y'all have all this. But is there any last minute questions? Y'all get a copy of all this. In the future events, I used to love the market fly stuff. See, the future events, they're going to move to hybrid stuff and all that, but events in person are still going to be there. Live administration are also still going to be there. Okay? Just, I want to say, go with the times and be trendy all the time. Be yourself, do all events. But understand, new things are going to come up. New opportunities are going to come up. Being, Phil said earlier today about being a whole bartender. Okay? Some places do not have bartenders. Hire them. Why not?
I got power.
That's it, yeah.
I know we're short on time, but a quick question. In your experience in working with corporate sponsors, have they asked you for post-event metrics?
Yes.
Because that will show how it benefits them or how.
Yes, they ask, but don't ever feel shy to give it to them. Something like, oh my gosh, we only got 300 something. What they usually ask from the person, if it is their marketing department, they already know. They just what you get 3 million views. But now engagements and likes are 2 different things.
Or attendance,
yes.
Those types of things.
Yes, and they'll ask just to say for their reports what was done. And they're on that, if they're in that department, they know 250 people.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't stray away, we can talk a little more, we have time after this. Any other last minute questions? If not, I'll be here for a minute to have some more conversations. Okay, then next slide is my contact information. Yeah, here's me on all my platforms. You want to follow me on Instagram, LinkedIn, the Most Way page. You want to scan that QR code for the family and friends event on Fridays at 8 p.m. Come on down. It's going to be a house in Charlotte right down the street. How do you figure it last minute?
Thank you, Travis.
My pleasure. Thanks, y'all, for coming.
So if you came in late, did not check in with admin, you should check in with admin so she can put that you were here, because we have to provide our corporate partners